live.
Is it? Oh, did you have you already hit the button?
I've hit the button. We're live. Yeah.
He hit the. You didn't do the 3, 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Devalis, come on, man. So Deval, by the way, let me just get to my page because I was just flicking this page. What episode? Where are we? What episode number are we on, by the way?
We are on 349, and we're feeling fine. I would say.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Anyway.
Mostly feeling fine, right? I mean, it's a bit cold for me over here. Actually, I'm wearing Deval. You didn't notice?
Yeah, you got some garments on there, man. What's going on,
mate? I've got a jacket on, and when does that ever happen?
Is it actually a jacket? I thought it was like a cardigan. It's actually a jacket in the house.
I'm actually wearing a. This is seriously, but look at what I'm rocking.
Looks clean as well.
Our lovely Flixters t-shirts.
Mine looks light blue. Yours is dark blue. Yours is true blue.
We got to start selling this merch, Deval.
Who's gonna buy it?
All the listeners out there. I say.
To give it away for free.
Exactly. We got Zakharov. He wants one. We know Emmanuel definitely wants to sleep in one. Yeah, exactly. I wonder what Emmanuel. What are you doing right now? I know you're listening to this. Where is he now?
He's scratching his balls right now.
Exactly, as he's listening to this one.
His balls.
So folks, 349. We've got a kind of horror themed episode for you because the movie that we're going to be speaking about is The Conjuring. So we're going to get into all of that. We've got lots to speak about on that front, and then we've got some trailers which are kind of linked to that as well, and then obviously movie news and new and streaming. So Deval, take it away.
Yeah, we've got one shout out this week, and that goes to Zakharov, as you have mentioned him already, actually. And it's a shout out, but also a little bit of a sorry, Zakharov, because we done him dirty. I should say I done him dirty, because last week we were supposed to have him on the show.
Oh, Duvalos.
Yeah, because he's actually I think the first person that mentioned The Life of Chuck. He saw it weeks ago, like the film we done last week.
Oh, Sugar, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so he mentioned it weeks ago, and he said it was good. He really liked it. And I think at the time I said, oh yeah, when we review it, I'll invite you on the show.
We'll bring you on.
And I forgot. And
we messed up. Sorry, Zakharov.
We put the episode out, and he was like, oi.
Where
were you? I was free, and I was like, oh shit.
We got Zakharov. If you're listening to this right now, if there's another movie that you're keen on, that you've seen,
the horror dog film.
Okay, there you go. But that one is
you're not getting that one.
Well, I'm not. Trust me. On the release here, you'll watch it. You guys will watch it for me. But the embargo, I think, is until October now, isn't it? We won't be able to touch that.
We'll just have to wait until it comes out for everyone, and then watch it at the same time and go from there.
Hopefully it'll come out over here. If not, you know what? I told you, man. I've said this before. Like I've spoken to you about this off camera about the state of movies. I don't know what it is over here. Listen, look. I think the Australian film industry is. It's not huge. Like, you know, we don't like in the UK, you won't get that many Australian movies, although you did mention 2 movies last week. Bring Her Back and
Talk to Me. Did I mention?
And Talk to Me. In recent years, those 2 are kind of probably the big ones. But generally, Deval, come on, man. In the UK, we don't Australian movies, you're not really right. Come on. It's a small industry.
It is, and I think sometimes they get the tax incentives. So some people do end up filming down there for those reasons, and maybe those reasons also give Australia early release dates as well. Maybe with some movies,
possibly. Yeah. I remember. Do you remember The Matrix? That Sydney. Yeah. That was a shoe-in for New York or something.
Yeah.
LA or whatever it was. Yeah, they did a lot of that stuff. All right, okay. So Zakharov, hopefully we'll get you on the show pretty soon. Please stay in touch with us on that one. All right, let's do movie news. And Deval, I was reading up on this actually. This has kind of popped up on my newsfeed as well. so this is Street Fighter, and I was like, oh great, I can't wait to watch the new Street Fighter movie, but this ain't being released until next year.
Yeah, it's not out for now. Yeah, Street
Mm,
Fighter. This is and it's been, but the first Street Fighter came out in 1994 with Kylie Minogue,
Kylie
Jean
Minogue,
Claude Van Damme, the whole lot of them. Raul
Raul
Julia.
Julia.
Yeah, so this one is, I guess it's being made now ish,
Mm,
and there's an image on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media showing you all the different characters. I'll just run through a few of them.
yeah.
So we've got Andrew Koji, who we saw in Mortal Kombat. Actually, I think was it Mortal Kombat? He was in,
Mm.
yeah, Mortal Kombat, and he's going to be playing Ryu. Cody Rhodes, the wrestler,
Oh,
Guile, and he actually looks like Guile, just standard. The blonde hair with the sort of box kind of haircut.
yeah.
We've got Noah Centineo, sorry, playing Ken. He was the one
Yeah,
that
we've
was
seen
meant to
him in
be. He was meant to be He-Man, but I know we saw him in something else as
we
well.
saw him in the DC in
Oh
Zack Snyder's
yes,
DC.
it was. No, it was. What's it called with the Rock?
Oh shit,
Shazam.
sorry, Shazam.
Not
Yes.
Shazam. Sorry, not Shazam. It was Black Adam.
Black.
Black Adam. Yeah.
Oh jeez. Black
So
Adam,
we've
yeah.
got all David Dashman. I can never say his name. Dashmanchian as
Yeah.
supposed to be M Bison. Some of these, you know what? They're all in the picture, so it should be true. But online
And
anything can be
talking about
bullshit.
him, he was in Life of Chuck.
He was in Life of Chuck. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
good actor, good actor. And also, the last one I mentioned is Roman Reigns, who's also from WWE wrestling. He's supposed to be playing Akuma, and I can actually see him
Mm.
being Akuma.
Hang
So
on,
yeah,
Divaldo. Have they
mm.
cast Sagat? No.
Sagat. I can't see his name on the list, but he might be there. Vega's also there. Dalsim is there. You've
They
got
got
Chung
some guy.
Li is
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Zangief is there. So you've got other people, but I don't know those actors. But yeah, I'm sure we're going to get all of those people. Yeah,
That'd be interesting. It'd be, I
yeah.
reckon, for a lot of people, Devout, there's gonna be a lot of nostalgia. There's gonna be a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
kind of like, hey, that was my game in the '90s.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I used to play Street Fighter 2, and there's gonna be a lot of those people. And there's also gonna be
Mm,
the people who watched that Kylie Minogue movie as well, who'd be thinking,
mm.
okay, let's see what they do with the movie. I wonder, do you reckon there'll be a cam? No, they wouldn't do a cameo, right? Van Damme and Kylie Minogue.
Those characters, I don't think so. I
No.
don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Mm,
No, I
interesting.
can't see them. No, I don't think so. They're going to keep
Yeah.
it fresh. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, listen, let's move on to another game. So that's one game. Let's move on to another game. Lara Croft. Devout, did you ever play Lara Croft?
Never played it ever.
Yeah, it was, listen, it was, I think I might have, like, at a friend's house, I might have kind of played it once or twice. It wasn't kind of like a game that I would like play, or I played, like, I
Mm.
know of it. We know of Lara Croft, and we know it obviously
I watched the film once though. It was
with
online.
Angelina.
Just no, it was online, I guess online film. It was Lara Croft Womb Raider. Like the same film talking about. That the same film you're talking about.
Yeah, that one. The highly rated, that one.
Yes, very highly rated. No, I'm joking.
Oh, shit.
But I actually think there is a film, some sort of like porn film with that title. You
The
know how they
mate,
just love twisting titles in it.
they love. There was
Womb
one.
Raider.
I'm pretty sure there was one is Saving Ryan's Privates.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yes, someone
Oh
told me. They said there's one. There was
gosh.
like Saving Ryan's Privates, and you can imagine Ryan what Ryan's privates are. Um,
Oh
so
man.
what do you reckon, Lara Croft? Remember there was one with there was one program maybe came out 2018 or something.
Vikander, yeah,
Yeah,
Alicia Vikander, is that her
yeah,
name?
they did a reboot or something.
Mm. I saw that one. That was
Yeah,
okay-ish,
the ending was the
and
best bit for me.
yeah, but they didn't, give there a sequel. But the news is that Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones is
Mm,
supposed to be playing the new Lara Croft in the Amazon version of Tomb Raider movie, which I'm
gotcha.
not sure when it's coming out, but I've seen an image of, maybe it might be AI image, but I've seen an image of Sophie Turner as dressed up in sort of Lara Croft's
Mm.
clothing, and she does look the part. So we'll
Yeah.
have to wait
Hang
and
on,
see
this
if she
isn't one
can.
of Emmanuel's like YouTube videos that he
AI.
sends
I,
generated stuff.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's not a
Uh,
moving image, it's a still image. But I'm saying it could be AI, but just know what she looks like and how tall
mm,
she is and all that. I can see her playing the part.
yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that one. I mean, Sophie Turner since Game of Thrones Devout. I
Mm.
mean, we haven't. Well, I haven't
Mm.
seen anything of hers.
Dark Phoenix, she's been in X-Men, a
Oh
couple.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, they haven't
I
done so
forgot
well,
about
but yeah.
that. Shit.
But yeah, you know, see what happens in it.
We'll see what happens with that one. So I'm not sure if you or our listeners heard about this, but James Gunn announces MOT.
He's fixing his car.
I was waiting. I'm so glad. I was going to say MOT, and I'm glad that you cracked that joke. MOT, Deval. James Gunn has announced MOT, and I'm like, what? Is this serious? Is this like some sort of fake news? Man, so this is he's not calling it a sequel. It's not a direct
Man of
sequel.
Tomorrow. Mm.
Yes, this is the second Superman. This is the second movie that Superman's going to be in. And check this out. So he posted it on Twitter, and
Mm.
it's hitting theaters July the 9th, 2027.
Took 2 years' time. Okay.
And
Oh.
this is really interesting because obviously it's taken 600. So the Superman movie has taken
Mm.
over 600 mil at the box office, 612 million global haul at the time of me reading this thing. So, I mean, that's a decent size hit, right, for them, I reckon.
Mm. Yeah.
So he's probably thinking, while the iron is hot, let's strike and let's
Mm.
just announce the second movie, which is going to be called Man of Tomorrow. And there's a
Well, they're joking
poster.
as well. That's what it's called, Man of Tomorrow. I didn't realize.
Man, this is out. If you go on his Instagram page, it's there. And what it is, it's it's him. He's put up. It says Man of Tomorrow in theaters July the 9th, 2027, and it's Lex Luthor in a mech suit, and Superman's
Okay.
holding a screwdriver.
Oh. Okay. So we're gonna get some fights between them.
So, I mean, Man of Tomorrow, and remember, we're getting Supergirl, which is Woman
Yeah.
of Tomorrow.
Next year. Yeah.
I mean, so where do
Okay.
you think he's taking this? Like, what is this? So Lex Luthor's got a
Mm.
mech suit. He's got like some sort
Mm.
of Iron Man suit, and he's
Happens
going to
in the
go.
comics. In the comics, he does design a suit that can sort of challenge Superman. So this is straight from the comics. And as you
Mm,
saw from the first Superman, Lex Luthor, obviously he's intelligent and he's got resources, but I think he created that clone of Superman to obviously beat him up. But now
mm.
he's going to want to beat him up himself. It's personal now. So I can see that being the progression in his thinking.
Interesting, right? So
Mm.
I'm assuming we'll get obviously new characters. We're going to get something tells me, I don't know, from that image, it kind of gives me a feeling that this is kind of going to be from the perspective of Lex Luthor this time.
Okay.
And Superman's going to be in it. Don't get me wrong. He's going to be in it. And this kind of goes back to someone asked him a question like, when are we going to get a Superman sequel? And he turned around and said, define sequel. So
Mm.
I think it's going to be a movie with Superman in it, but
Mm.
I think it's going to be kind of more focusing on Lex Luthor, I reckon, on this one.
Mm.
How he's planning to try and take out
Okay.
Superman. So interesting on
Mm.
that one. So I want to speak about that one. And then this other one, I'm just kind of like some filler stuff. There's a new Rock movie that's going to be coming out.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
Smashing Machine, you mean, or something else?
the Smashing Machine Devourer.
Mm.
And check this out. It received a 15 minute ovation. And I mean, they're saying
They
that
were
this
paid
is
to do that. That's
Oscar. I
bullshit. How
know,
are you going
I
to stand
know,
up and clap for
I
15
know,
minutes?
I know, I
That will
know.
hurt your hands. Nah, either I think that's bullshit, or they were paid to do it. I don't think.
I, this
No.
is so apparently this was on Monday. This was on at the Venice Film Festival.
Mm.
53-year-old actor, The Rock, 53 years old. Shit, he sobbed apparently uncontrollably as the audience erupted into a 15-minute standing ovation. And they're saying, Devaldo, and by the way, this movie's A24, it's coming out in November. They're saying this is his Oscar moment.
Is it?
Yes, so
If
this
he
is
gets what's it
nom.
called? Yeah, nomination. I think that's success for him because he doesn't even need to win it. But as long as he gets nominated, I think that is a big success for him. But here it's coming out on the 3rd of October. It's coming out earlier here.
See,
So
this is man. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to this, man. So this is apparently he's lost a lot of weight.
yeah, I saw.
He's done the whole
He stopped the steroids,
method.
didn't he? That's all.
Yeah, he just turned off the steroids. So it stars obviously Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Emily Blunt, and so it's about this guy who, this kind of this wrestling. Is it a wrestling movie?
No,
Was
it's
it a boxing movie?
MMA fighter.
MMA.
Yeah. So it's meant to be, and he looks just like the guy, from what I understand. So it looks like he is really taking on the role really seriously. So yeah, let's see how it turns out.
Let's wait, man. Yeah, so that's going to be something interesting, and yeah, I mean that's it. That's all I've got. That's all I've got from movie news.
Perfect. So we got what next on streaming now?
Take it away.
Yeah, so next on streaming. So yeah, so we got a couple. First one we're going to talk about is Alien Earth.
Oh, Deval.
Have you caught up yet with Alien Earth?
I've caught up with it. And you know what? I'm like it. Do you know that guy? Is it more? What's his name? I keep getting his name wrong. What's the guy? The main kind of. I wouldn't say he's a villain, but he's you know the Morrow. That's it.
Oh yeah. Morrow. He's a serious guy. Yeah,
he's a serious guy. He's got so many layers. But you know what? He's the thing that's binding it all together for me. And this episode, Devaldo, they go back. So you know, like how the first episode
to Morrow.
Yeah, right. So you know, like how that first episode, we're thrust into the action. We know that there's a spacecraft that's hurtling into Earth. It crashes, lands in New Bangkok. But this episode, that we go back to find out how it all happens. Man, it is. You know what? It was a really good episode because it's kind of like, he's playing detective. He's trying to figure out who's the saboteur, who's the one who released it. There's all these kind of things going on. And I'm telling you, man, those things are nasty. But my question to you that I'm going to throw out to you, Deval, and our audience, the octopus eye thing, is that an enemy of the xenomorph?
Yes, I don't know, it looks like it's more intelligent, and it looks like it might have another motivation, or maybe it's programmed a different way, because xenomorphs obviously want to impregnate and they want to grow their colony. But this one here looks like it might have a different plan, because it almost had a confrontation with the xenomorph, didn't it? It did have a confrontation,
and it was safe. But remember the doctor, the kind of the medic person who's analyzing them.
Yeah,
it tapped on the glass jar to say, "Oh, look, watch out, watch out." Did you notice that bit?
I don't know if I didn't realize it was that way. I just thought it was trying to. Yeah, you're right. Actually,
it tapped on the thing to say, "Hey, look, behind you," type of thing. So I was like, "Shit!" So what is it? Maybe it was like, "Don't eat my food." Like, be careful. I want to take over the humans. But yeah, man. I mean, what did you make of it? There was a lot of stuff going on in that episode.
There was a lot, yeah. And the thing is, do you know what? I like it, and at the same time, it's stupid.
I know.
Because I wish they were all like Morrow. If they were all like Morrow and a bit more serious, and the lady as well. I think she was the lady who is sort of with the captain.
She made that was so stupid, Deval.
Yeah,
there was one bit in there. How can you outrun the alien?
Yeah. I know, it didn't make any sense. The way the alien moves so fast, and
it's
you should
on
have caught her like
force.
that. Could have caught her like that. But
not only that, there was a bit in there where it's fighting with her, and I was like, "But you should have just killed her straight away."
Yeah. The show does have some mistakes, and all the characters in the show are really stupid.
Mm.
Anyone to be chosen to go on a ship for 65 years and be doing, even the apprentice is everyone's
Oh
just,
my god.
and the only person with any brain is Morrow, and it just
Yeah.
brings the tone of the show down. They seem
Mm.
like some stupid people, which for me takes away from the
I
seriousness
know.
of the alien whole, alien mythology kind of thing. Yeah,
When
so for me,
that
yeah,
that
it's a
that
bit
ca-
silly.
that captain, I was like, no way could you outrun the
Mm,
alien. So you should have
mm.
been over with like within
Yeah,
2 seconds.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, fine. She got away, blah blah blah. And then I was like, when the alien was on top of you, why
Mm,
it should have killed
mm,
her?
mm, mm. Yeah, I think we're seeing too much of the alien too, and it just
Mm,
looks like when you show too much of the event, if any monster, it takes away the mystique,
yeah,
takes away the horror of it. It just looks like a man in a suit. So they're showing too much of the alien, and it's too light.
I know,
Aliens
I
like
know.
lurk in the darkness, and that it's just a bit too much.
I mean, and like I said before, there's a lot of this kind of lot of these other aliens, and there's these kind of like cockroach-looking ones. When they
Mm,
enter your
mm,
brain, they
mm,
kind of eat it
mm,
out, and then you've got the octopus
mm,
one, then you've got the kind of the face plant, like
mm,
that one, and it's just like there is a lot of stuff going. But moments of it are good. Like I said, Morrow, he's good. Like
mm,
his whole thing, we learn about his backstory, about his
mm.
child, and about
Yeah, yeah.
you know his mission. Um, so there's stuff in there. I reckon there's still going to be a lot of twists and turns left to come yet, Deval.
Mm. Yeah, I think so. We've got another. There's 8 episodes, so we've got another. I want to say 3 episodes. I think
Mm.
7, 8. Yeah, 3 episodes. So let's
Okay,
see how it,
okay.
see how it
Let's
pans
yeah,
out.
let's see how this one goes. Now, the other big show is Peacemaker. Now, Deval, I've only seen the first episode, and you're right. That episode
You
was
saw it,
a
yeah.
mad one. It was just it was
Where did that orgy come from?
where did it? Why?
It
Like
was.
one
It
minute he
was.
just goes home, and
Yeah,
next thing you know, there's people banging left, right, and center, man.
proper just naked. I'm like, what is going on? What is
That's
going on?
mad. And then so then we're introduced this whole kind of other universe where
Yeah, yeah,
there's
yeah.
a double of him, and
Mm.
there's a double of the dad, and he doesn't know what's going on and everything like that. So yeah, man, how what was the second? It's the second episode, right? Or was it third episode?
Uh, Third. Yeah, I saw the third episode. I think. Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah. And
think I
how
did.
was it shaping up?
I think I did. Yeah, it's more the same. So we're finding out
Yeah.
a bit more about the people on the other side and consequences of his actions, of what he's done once he's gone into
Mm.
the other universe. And also, it's about the relationships that are kind of frayed from season one and getting those relationships sort of back on track. Because him and the James Gunn's real
Real life,
wife in real life, the blonde lady, I can't remember her name. Is it Hardcore or something like that?
hardcore. I think yeah. There was
Yeah.
something
So
happened with those two.
yeah,
They had
yeah,
they bonked, and then she's off on another one.
exactly. Yeah. So they've got to try. He's trying to sort of get back with her and stuff. And obviously, you got Rick Flag's dad, who's played by Crossbones in Marvel. Can't
Yes.
remember his real name,
And
but
does he want revenge?
yes, he wants revenge. And now he's in charge of Argos or
Mm.
Argus.
Oh, gosh. No, that's a joke. That only someone from the UK would know that.
Yeah. So now he's in charge of that department. It's like he's got
Yeah.
control as to what happens. So he wants revenge. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So
gotcha. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
interesting. It's funny.
It's funny, man. There's so much stuff going on that one. And you know what? The thing that made me, for me, James Gunn, that's what he's good at.
Yeah, yeah. That's his lane. That is
That's
his
it.
lane.
Exactly. And then, you see Superman, and I'm like, okay,
Mm,
but yeah, definitely Peacemaker is his kind of,
mm,
crowning glory in that one. All right, so that's Peacemaker. Go check those out. And if you do watch them, and let us know what you think. Are you thinking the same as what we're thinking, or something completely different? All right, let's do trailers. Now, we said we were going to keep this kind of a bit horror centric.
mm-hmm.
Now, what I love about this, Devaldo, is they filmed this back to back, these two
Yeah,
movies,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and we only have to wait seven. Hang on, when did it come out? When did 20 years later come out?
This year, it came out in, I want to say
July.
June. I think it was June. I think.
It might
I
have come
think.
July. So all right, and then
Yeah,
this
May or
one,
June.
this
Mm.
So this is 20 years later, The Bone Temple. So this is a sequel to the movie that we just got,
Mm.
and this is coming out in January.
Yes, so real soon. And this one
Wicked.
looks interesting. This carries on from what we saw in 28 years later. We got the young
Mm,
boy who's crossed the line, and he's now living out in the wildness, the craziness. We got Ralph Fiennes as the Doctor, who's been living out for years and creating that bone temple. And this was directed by Nia DaCosta, who directed the sort of I guess the newer version, up to date version of the Candyman,
yeah.
and also directed the Marvels, which didn't do so well.
Mm,
And this is still written by Alex Garland, so this should be an interesting film, and we're getting it really
mm.
soon. So
Good take. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And there's kind of like in the trailer, there's kind of like a focus on kids as well. There was a lot of
yeah,
kind of,
yeah, yeah,
you see a lot of the kind of the savagery.
mm,
And
yeah.
it did remind me, I got to say, it did remind me a lot of kind of things that I've seen before in The Walking Dead.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. And also, you
You
got
know,
Jack O'Connell from we saw him in Sinners, which he was
in
wicked in
Sinners.
Sinners of the baddie.
Yep.
Jack O'Connell is in this, and he's one that sort of leads that crew of kids in the
Like
tracksuits.
Chavs. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
That will be interesting. Yeah, he's a good actor actually.
Mm,
So go check that out. That's 28 years later. It's coming pretty soon. Now the other one is Black Phone
mm,
2. And now I know you liked the first one. I
mhm.
was kind of like, okay, because I was a bit annoyed with certain things in that, but it was a decent enough phone.
Yeah,
Sorry, decent enough
phone.
film. Um, but this is, I can't remember. Is this going? This is a prequel, right?
Yes, I believe it is, and this is out in
Yeah.
October 17th this year, just in time for Halloween.
Halloween.
Hmm. This is directed by Scott Derrickson, who directed the first one.
Yeah.
Also did Doctor Strange. I also think he done Sinister and other horror films and stuff as well. So
Yeah, he's
he knows
behind
his
that stuff.
horror. Yeah. So this is obviously Ethan Hawke. Again, Black Phone is disturbing. It's just a bit of a disturbing film, to be honest. And I think this one, it might be better than the first one. It
Mm,
might be. The first one, some people didn't like it, some people liked it, whatever. But this one could be a better one. We'll have to wait and see,
mm.
but it's out real soon, so
Yeah,
we don't have to
yeah.
wait too
The
long.
thing, the problem that I had with the first one was for the first
Mm,
hour, I thought it was
mm,
a really good movie. It had the
yeah.
kind of like it just kids getting snatched, and his mask was
Yes.
good. But
Yes.
then he
It,
fights him off, and I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no way, man! That a young
Yeah.
kid is going to fight him off and everything. So
Mm,
there was a few things, but maybe I guess I'm just reading into it too much. But yeah, generally, we'll definitely go and watch this one. So that's going to be next month. So we'll check that out. And
mm,
so the next one that we're going to speak about is Shell Duval.
Shell. I don't mean Ninja Turtles with a
And we
shell.
don't mean the petrol station.
No, exactly. Exactly not. So this one is Shell. This one stars Elizabeth Moss.
Mm,
Mm.
no
And so
stranger to
fun.
horror.
Exactly. So Elizabeth, is it Elizabeth Moss? There's two Elizabeths in this film. Yeah, there's two Elizabeths.
Elizabeth Moss from Invisible Man.
Yeah, she's in
Yeah.
this. Yeah, there's two Elizabeths. It's putting me off. Moss and Elizabeth Berkley's putting me off. But yeah, and
Okay.
Kate Hudson's in this.
Right.
This
Right.
one is a film about. It kind of reminds me of The Substance. It's about
Yeah.
a person who's trying to reclaim her career back as an actress and
Yeah.
try to stay young, look glamorous, and
Oh
stay
gosh. Yeah.
current, similar to The Substance. And in
Yeah.
this one, yeah, it's got a similar. I don't think it's as high up there with the body horror, but there
Right.
is something that people do in this to keep themselves looking fresh and looking young, and
Hmm.
keeping sort of up to date with what the expectations are on them. And then we see that sinister turn where it turns into a horrible decision, and things don't go down well.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
this definitely looks like a Substance Part 2 2.0, but I don't think it'll be as good. But that's just me saying from the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. So go check that out. Do we know when
Mm.
that's coming out, Deval?
This is coming out on the 3rd of October, so really soon. Yeah.
Yeah. So not in line with kind of Halloween. all the kind of horror movies are coming out pretty soon. So keep an eye on that one. Now, this one kind of probably a bit more real life horror. This is the true story, or based on a true story. This is Monster, the Ed Gein. Is it Gein or Gein?
Both.
Okay. Now, if you know your serial killers, this guy, honestly, man, this guy was nasty. And, it just makes me think. And this is really interesting, Deval. I've been watching Dexter, which is a show about a serial killer who hunts serial killers. And Ed Gein, he pops up. He pops up
Is
in
it?
the show. Like they talk about him and everything. And a lot of people are fascinated with this guy's story. Like, i.e., they want to know why, the how, like what motivated this guy to do the horrific things that he did. So hopefully this gives us a bit more detail, gory detail, maybe, perhaps.
It will. And this one is so this is going to be on Netflix as well. And this one's going to be portrayed by, I can't remember his name again. He was one that was in that motorbike show, isn't it?
Motorbike show.
Yeah, wasn't he? Wasn't this actor the one from the motorbike show? What's his
Sons of
name?
Anarchy. Yes,
Sons of
Charlie
Anarchy.
Hunnam.
Yes, it's him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is him. Yeah.
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 So so this one, so it's played by someone that usually is a heartthrob, and he's going to be now a sadistic killer, serial killer,
He
and
used to
this is
wear the
meant to be
skin.
exactly. This is some of the motivation that came from like Silence of the Lambs and those sorts of films, and this is a real disgusting case of someone that killed people, used their skin, took their skin off, and used to wear it as masks. He made lampshades around the house with skin. He made items of clothing with their skin. This is one of the sort of earliest cases that people say was the most terrible, serial killers in America. And this Netflix show is gonna. People say it's a bit bad because they're sort of glamorizing serial killers and stuff. However you think about it, this is a really disgusting situation that happened. Lots of people suffered because of this person. But I think I'm going to watch it. I didn't actually watch the.
Did
What's
you
the
watch
other
the
one that
Menendez
came out?
one?
I watched the Menendez one, but I didn't watch
Yeah.
the Jeffrey Dahmer one. But I should.
Jeffrey
I should.
Dahmer. I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer one.
Same
You know what?
makers, yeah, same makers.
What was it? Which it was the guy. It was Quicksilver. He was in it.
Quicksilver. Yeah, exactly.
He was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah,
He was really good. And you know what? I didn't realize what I totally forgot about the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing was that the survivor, the guy who survived, the one that actually ran out, and his testimony, and then when you see the real footage, you're like, Jesus, man.
Yeah.
This is mad. So I probably will watch this one because we're fascinated with the sickness that these people have.
Depravity,
depravity at its worst. All right, so go check that out. That's Monster, the Ed Gein story, coming to Netflix pretty soon. Now, let's do Anniversary Corner, and this kind of nicely ties into the main movie that we're going to be speaking about, Insidious. Now, that Insidious universe, that's been going on for a while. This one, Insidious Chapter 3, from 10 years ago, 2015, they're kind of like, not especially the first one and the first couple ones, actually. I don't know if I actually saw Chapter 3, Deval, but is Patrick Wilson in this one?
No, you're thinking of
No,
Sinister, I think, isn't it?
Oh, Sinister.
Sinister is the one that he was in. Yeah, but this one is produced, like all of them, by James Wan.
Right.
But Sinister is, this was to do with, again, sort of haunted houses and possession and stuff like that. And this one, actually, are you Sinister 1? Sorry, Insidious 1. Is that the one that actually had, maybe you're right, maybe Patrick Wilson was in the first one.
Insidious.
There's been an Insidious.
I'm pretty sure there was one where.
No, you're right. Yeah, because Insidious, the Red Door.
He was in it. That was the last one.
Yeah, let me see. Insidious. You're right. Patrick Wilson was in Insidious 1 and 2.
But not in this one.
I don't think he was in part 3. He
And
was
then
in
in the
part
last one, they
4.
go back.
Yeah,
He comes back into
yeah,
the last one.
yeah. So yeah, so this one, and Rose Byrne was in it as well. This is the one where it wanted their kids, I think, or
That's
something.
it.
They had kids in the house. Yeah, so yeah, so this one is again similar to like your Conjurings and stuff like that.
Mm.
Insidious is the one where Patrick Wilson's just in the house chatting to someone, and then behind him the red face. Remember it showed
Oh,
up, the red
God.
kind of creature that looked a bit like Darth Maul, but
Yeah.
more scary. It showed up, and then it turned and it went. But that was really, really scary. A really
Yeah.
memorable, and it was because it was
Like jump
daytime. It was
scare.
just yeah, exactly.
I
So
know. This one, I was just having a quick look. So this Insidious Chapter 3, this had a budget of 11 million,
you
and at the
see,
box
how
office,
much did
it
it
took
make?
113 million.
That's a 10x. That's what,
It's like,
I was just saying to my brother yesterday because he picked me up to take me to the cinema.
mm,
The cinema was packed, and I said to him, "If you make a good horror film for little
mm,
money, you can make a lot of money
yeah,
in the box office. Whereas
I know.
Marvel and stuff, it costs a lot, 200 million. But just like you said,
Exactly.
11 million to make this horror film, and it
It's
makes a
mad.
hundred. And do you know what I mean? That's why they
And
keep making them.
I know. And this third one was directed by Lee Winnell, who
Yes,
did the
Saw,
Saw stuff.
Saw, yeah. So him and James Wan, they're buddies. You know.
Absolutely.
Mm,
Um, so hang on, he might have done. Yeah. So Insidious, the first one, that was directed by James Wan, but written by
mm,
Lee Winnell.
mm.
And then so those guys, they're like mates.
Mm,
They've got a whole kind of team
mm.
up going on and everything like that.
Starsky and Hutch. Mm.
That is it. They're like Amma and Deval.
Exactly, or teacher. I don't know who Amar is.
So, folks, if you haven't seen that, if you haven't seen those franchises, then definitely watch the kind of the first two movies anyway. Um, to or should you, man? There's some bits in there which are pretty like kind of like even
What,
now when I
Insidious?
Insidious, like
Okay.
that red face as well, man. That's
Yeah.
pretty. Oh, Deval, you just reminded me, man. Um, But anyway, yeah, go off if you love your horror movies. If you want to shit your pants, then go check it
Mm.
out. Now, listen, this leads us into this other little kind of universe, this Conjuring universe. And Devaldo, man, how many movies are there in the Conjuring universe?
Four. Four.
Plus the
Mm.
Nun, because
Oh
it's
yes, yeah, of
connected.
course. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's more than yeah. So there's a lot.
There's a lot of kind of
Mm,
stuff going on, and just like you said,
mm,
the kind of the horror movies, they bring people in, they're made kind of cheaper than obviously your average Marvel movie, and
mm,
there's something about them, right? Like you go to the movies, you watch a kind of like Conjuring movie, or you watch one of these things, and you want to be on the edge of your seat. I tell you, the Conjuring movie I thought was really good.
mm.
Even the second one was really good. The third
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
the third one was, what was the third one again?
The Devil Made Me Do It. It was about
Uh,
a case that happened in America. One of the first cases,
yeah.
documented cases that where possession was actually part of the trial.
Mm.
Mm, yeah.
Right. So the first movie, Deval, just let's put this into perspective. First movie of The Conjuring,
Mm.
budget was 20 million. It made 320 mil at the box
Mm.
office. Come on now. Come on, Deval. Deval, come on.
That is good money. That's more than all those movies, like the budget put
Yeah.
together. All the Conjuring universe movies budget put together, I'm pretty sure doesn't come to that.
So the first movie came out in 2013. The second Conjuring movie
Mm.
made on a budget of 40 million. And
For
again,
40 or 14.
440. So they
Okay.
doubled it,
Mm.
but it still did 320
See?
million at the
You
box
see?
office.
You see? You see?
You know,
Even some
so
Marvel movies recently haven't made that, and they cost
exactly,
double.
exactly. So they kept going on, and then the third movie, which was released in 2021,
Mm.
that was still, man. You know what? It still smashed it. 40 million budget, 206
Mm.
million. So then
And that's
that leads
during
us
times at the cinema, 2021. So
2021.
mm,
So that leads us, up to where we are right now. So if you don't know about it, the Conjuring universe follows
Mm,
Ed and Lorraine Warren, based on a real life couple, actually paranormal couple in real life America, 60s and
mm,
70s and 80s, where they went into homes and helped people with paranormal activity. And a lot of people were like, these guys are just a joke. They weren't taken really seriously. And you have got, obviously, going into these movies, Devout, there's going to be some things where the directors and the filmmakers and the producers have maybe taken some liberty.
oh yeah,
You
they
know,
have to. Yeah,
they've
entertainment. They
blemished a
got to
few,
embellish. They got to
embellished
hype it
stuff.
up. Mm,
Exactly. So that comes with it. But you and I, we've spoken about these movies since 2016, Devaldo. We've
mm,
reviewed these movies, and the thing that we come back to, there's something paranormal. This is unexplained, and that is what's scary.
mm,
Where
yeah.
how can you say that, where people feel like as if there's a presence or there's
Mm,
some sort of thing going on over there, and we can't deny it. Okay, we might not have seen it ourselves, but a part of me is like, yeah, this shit out there in the universe that we don't know that exists. There's another, to coin your phrase, you say another realm.
mm, mm,
There's
mm,
there's something going on, and these movies, they you know the first, especially with the first one, they introduce us to the scary doll, Annabelle, you know, creepy kind of looking grandmothers. They focus on a family. Usually, what happens is a family get haunted by, a demon, or there's a ghost in a family. The Ed and Lorraine Warren, they come in, they try and help the
mm.
family, and that's what usually happens, and that's pretty much what happens in this one. But this one's a bit different in the sense that at the beginning of the movie, Deval, or at the end of the movie, I can't remember now, it was like, this is the movie that ended them.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the, or this is the story that ended their career as paranormals. So
Mm,
you're thinking, shit, what was it that stopped,
mm,
Ed and Lorraine Warren doing what they do? And it's set in 1986. We kind of have a bit of backstory about this mirror, this demonic mirror that has a connection with Lorraine Warren from when she had a baby. And then it fast forwards to the 80s, and we see the kind of the hairstyles, we see the kind of the fashion and all that sort of stuff, getting kind of closer and closer to kind of modern day type of stuff. And their daughter's kind of older, her name's Rudy. And there was an incident at the beginning of the movie in the 70s where it was a bit touch and go with the daughter, right, Deval?
mm,
There was a
yeah.
presence at the birth, and they lost the baby, they lost their daughter, but then miraculously, the daughter was, the daughter survived. I don't know how much of that is real. Is that just a movie thing? Did that
Who
happen in real
knows?
life?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows, right? The embellishment, we don't know how far that goes. But basically, the point that they're trying to make in this movie is that the demon, or a demon, has been after that child since day
Mm,
one. And it's been leading up to, they've been kind of trying to sucking them into this kind of new family's little
mm,
predicament. And
mm.
Deval, there's bits in this movie where I still jump, I still get freaked out about seeing an creepy woman old creepy ass woman with that smiling face. Oh, it
Mm.
gives me the shivers, man.
I know what you mean. You know what it is? For me, some of the scariest. I mean, I'll just how should I start this? How should I start this? So this case was supposed to be real.
Mm,
This case was, as the movie showed, this case of that house that was haunted because of a possession. Remember, the Warrens, they've got this room in their house which houses these possessions that are these objects that are supposedly possessed. So they're saying objects can be possessed, and which in this case was a mirror, which they tried to throw away, but somehow the mirror came back.
mm.
But so something happened in that house, which a demon has then latched onto and made those spirits that did evil in that house remain. and those spirits are terrorizing the people in that house because the mirror that came into the house reopened that door and gave that demon, I guess, more
Power.
more power to do their thing. And the way the way the manifestations start to reveal themselves first to the younger kids and the toys, and for me one of the most scariest moments was, I think the mum was she was home alone cooking,
Oh God, and the
and
toy.
she's on the phone. Even before
Oh
that, she's on the
yes,
phone.
yes.
The phone cord, because back in the day there was no cordless phone, so the phone cord is going from one side of the room to the next. She's on the phone cooking, chatting to her friend, and usually her daughters play this trick of pulling the phone cord, and she thought it was her daughters in this dark room pulling the phone cord. She said, "Stop it." They didn't stop it, and then she said, "Get out of there." And she saw her daughters running from a different area of the house, and she thought, "How? That's not possible." And then she
Yeah.
turns the light on and sees that the room is empty.
Yes.
And it's like the phone cord was pulling from an empty room, and she's like,
Exactly.
shit. And then there's a moment with the toy where the toy
Oh,
starts to like
move.
move around, and the toy actually hovers. And I thought to myself, okay, this is showing you straight away that shit
Mm,
ain't right.
no.
From that moment, out of
You
the
house.
out, run. You don't understand when I say run, I'm running. Yeah, running,
Trust
not
me.
staying a second more in that house.
Beg one of your cousins, like beg a relative and say, please, can I stay with you for a couple of weeks or whatever? Just please, whatever. And their whole thing was like, oh, we don't have the
Mate,
money, we can't go there, and blah blah blah
mate,
blah. And I was like, oh man,
a park
seriously.
bench is better than that. I'm not staying a second in that house.
I
And
know.
then worse things happen. The daughter's vomiting blood, and the
With the
dad gets
glass.
levitated right next to her. The dad is a donut. He's just,
He's
oh
an
well,
idiot.
we can like, what does it take for even when he gets attacked? He's not like they still have to say to him, we can't take this anymore. He should be the first one out of the house. He's still like, what
Exactly.
do we do? What do we do? It's like
It's so
things are happening.
true. I
Things are
know.
happening.
You know what, right? Look,
Do you know what I was going to say? Just so
go on.
real quickly, it's even more powerful. Forget the things that you've gone through. Yeah,
Mm,
forget that. Even though that's powerful enough, out the
mm.
house. When the priest, yeah, when the priest, the man who is of God, comes with his holy water and his Bible, when you call him and he comes to the house, he comes in for a bit and then he runs out and says, "No,
Where
no,
you
no,
go?
I got to go and get help."
Yeah. Why would you stay in the house? Why would you stay in the house? She's like, oh, hey, here's a cup of tea. And like, he does his little thing and he runs out. He literally, you can see the smoke coming out from his shoes. He's out of there. And what does she do? She just stays back in there.
They deserve it. They deserve it.
Exactly. And you know what, right? Look, the whole jump scares, like that bit with the toy thing and the cord, yeah, that was really good
Mm,
because what happens is the toy starts levitating, and then
mm,
when it gets to eye level, and
mm,
then there's a demon or ghost or whatever it is that's actually holding it, and it scares the young girl. Now, how's
mm.
that girl going to be normal after that?
She shouldn't be. She should be terrorized.
Absolutely.
Positively terrorized.
She'd be having like nightmare, like all over. Anyway, so there's all that stuff. And then you know what, Devout? So what's happened now is after all these Conjuring movies, the jump scares,
Mm,
um, we kind of, I think we're expecting them now. Like we know that there's going to be
yeah.
like a jump scare, and we know there's going to be a thing. And the issue is with this movie is that we've kind of seen it all before now.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They, they, they're not doing anything new.
Mm,
It's a new case. Don't get me wrong, it's a new case.
mm,
There's a connection to the Warrens' past, and they add a bit more kind of backstory. But the actual possession, the
mm,
thing that's going on, like one of the things that the Warrens say is, or what she says is, Lorraine says is, oh, that the demon behind the ghost is using the
mm,
ghost to kind of control them, and
yeah.
we've kind of seen that before. There was like someone had killed there was like an axe murderer or something like that on the grounds or
Oh, yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You know?
Which in this
So,
film, I guess it was quite similar. There was an axe murderer, isn't it?
but
I think
yeah,
the mother, or the wife, had cheated on the husband. He went crazy and killed. the mum, killed the wife and the mother-in-law with an axe, and they're the ones that are then plaguing the family. And
Mm.
Lorraine was able to ascertain that because she's got the ability. She's like got this sense that she can connect with the spiritual world, and I was thinking, wow, how did you know all that? She just went in
Yeah.
there for 5 minutes and came out and said, oh yeah, this
Right.
happened, this happened,
This
that
happened.
happened. I was like, huh?
Well, how do you know all this sort of stuff? And then the daughter's got some kind of the sixth sense as well, and the
Yeah,
daughter can kind
yeah,
of sense presences.
yeah,
And
yeah,
there's a moment where she gets possessed for a little
yeah.
bit. So there's all this sort of stuff going on, and then like all the movies, like they drive the spirit away. We don't know where the
Mm.
spirit goes, where it's gone. Is it out there flipping out? Is it, is it behind you? Is it behind me? Who knows? Like, I mean, so, and then it ends on this kind of, kind of bit of a soppy ending, like, and you see the old characters from the previous movies
At the wedding, I was going to say,
at
so before
the wedding.
before we get to the wedding, first of all, I just want to say the way they ended it, I thought was a bit soft.
It was.
They were just like, go, go. And they all put their hand in the mirror, and I was like, that's a bit soft. There's nothing. There wasn't really a massive
Like,
overcoming kind of thing to
yeah.
get rid of these ghosts or whatever.
Mm,
Nothing, because those ghosts were powerful. They were making people hang themselves. They had
yeah.
levitation powers. They could have done anything, and they kind of let people go. And like, what's his name? Patrick Wilson meant to have a bad heart. I don't know how he was able to do that. His
How has
heart
he
should have
survived?
he should have had a heart attack because the ghost even touched his heart and he just sat down for a little break. Like, you should
Yeah.
have
And
gone,
then he
mate.
took
You
some
know what I mean?
pills and
But
then he was back at
it
it
didn't
again.
take much. And then the boyfriend, the daughter, she's got a fiance, I guess now.
Mm, mm.
He's from EastEnders. That's his name's
Yes,
Ben
he's a British
Hardy.
actor. Yeah.
Yes, so he's done really well. He was actually in X-Men Apocalypse, wasn't he?
Oh, that's where I've
Yeah, he
seen
was
him.
Warren
Yes.
Worthington. Yeah, so he's done well since he left EastEnders. And if I guess maybe if they continue with them, the kids, I doubt they'll do
It'll
that.
be the kids.
But yeah, he's done well. I was happy to see him in it. But yeah, you're
Mm.
right from the wedding. So at the end of the film, you get sort of before the credits. There's the wedding, and you get to see some cameos, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't know
The
if
woman
I don't know
from
if you recognize
it's
them all.
it was the woman from the first movie,
Yes, yes, yeah,
and then
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
the Enfield one. Were they
Enfield,
there as
yep,
well?
yep, yep. Enfield
And
was
then
there.
then they focused on another one. I didn't know who that was. That from the third one. I can't really
The
remember.
boy, yeah, the boy was from the third one.
Yeah.
So they had people from each film, and then James Wan himself was also in the red.
Oh,
You didn't see him?
was it
Oh shit! Yeah, he
the
was there.
camera?
Yeah.
Was it because he was the cameraman in the first one, wasn't he?
Uh, in the first
Or
one,
the
what do you mean the
sound
first one?
guy in the Conjuring Part One? He
Oh, I
was the
can't remember.
sound
Was
man.
he? Oh, he might be. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay, okay. But yeah, in this one, he was in the wedding, just like as a guest, just like clapping kind of thing. And I was
Yeah.
like, he put himself in it.
Exactly.
So I
And
guess
then
that was like a nice ending, like to sort of to put a ribbon on it.
yeah, and the whole thing. I thought that they would have maybe have said something like, "Hey, okay, this story's over, but
Mm.
the evil is everywhere. Evil
Well,
lurks around everywhere."
you're right. The universe continues. I think that they didn't want to put too much of a definition on what's going to happen next, but
Mm,
the Warrens are done. That's their
yeah.
last case. Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, they're done with that.
Mm,
Cool. But I think you got the other, like the other. Remember, in that room, we can get any item we want and link it to something now. A film can
trust
be
me.
made.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen Annabelle, and it's just there's so many possibilities. So I think
Yeah.
it will continue, but just not with the Warrens, which I'm happy with. I'm cool with that.
The one that always intrigues me, and
Mm.
it popped up in this movie as well,
I know what
is
you're
the
going to say.
samurai.
Yes, you're right.
I
And
w-
there is a story from that. So that samurai, uh, the basically the chilling story of the samurai family's alleged haunting was there was a film actually made in 1991, a television movie called the
oh,
Haunted. So a film has been made previously. Obviously, it's not a massive film, but I
yeah,
think more can be done with that because
100%.
that's meant to be a true story as well.
I would love
Mm,
to know, like,
yeah.
why is that kind of that
Yeah.
samurai mask there, and
Yes.
there's so
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
So I mean, in terms of kind of rating it in there, obviously the first and second one,
Yeah.
they're the best ones for
For me,
me.
first and 7.5. For me, this one's probably a 6.5.
Yeah.
I think the third one for me is probably like a 6, maybe 5.5. Not so good.
Mm.
But yeah, the first 1 and 2 for me, and then this one, then the fourth one
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
Interestingly as well, this is obviously produced by James Wan, but also
Mm.
developed Peter Safran,
Yeah. Yeah. Warner. Sorry. Uh,
DC.
yeah. DC, Warner Brothers. Yeah, it's all part
Mm.
of the
It's all part of
DC.
the those guys all doing that one. So
Yeah.
so the point we're probably trying to make is like horror movies. There's obviously a great bright future for horror
Mm,
movies.
mm, mm,
People love them. They
mm,
do really well.
mm,
Remember, they've still got Annabelle. So they had the Conjuring.
mm.
Then Annabelle. Remember, Annabelle went off and she had a
Yeah,
few
yeah, yeah, yeah,
movies.
yeah, yeah.
They
And the
had
Nun as well. The
the
Nun.
Nun. That was
Yeah.
a.
And this
Oh, by the
the
way,
director
how does
of
it
this
all?
directed the last Conjuring and also directed one of the Nuns as well.
And how do we
Mm,
link it in with the sister then? So I thought maybe we were gonna. I was hoping that maybe
mm,
we would get a link in with her sister.
It's a different time period, isn't it? So I think they couldn't really link it.
Yeah,
The time period and stuff, and it might have been too difficult to do that, and might have maybe brought too many questions. I did read something about the fact that that was a possibility, but the timelines
mm.
and the ages they would have had to make them, it just wouldn't have been,
It just wouldn't be feasible. It just would have
yeah, it's a
been.
bit tricky, bit tricky.
Yeah. So yeah, go check it out. I mean, I'm just looking at the tagline
Mm.
for the poster on this. It says the one that ended the Warrens. I don't know. It was just kind of like
Ended their career.
ended their career
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
When you
yeah.
think about it, you think shit, did they die or anything like that?
No,
No,
no, no, no.
they they don't. So
Mm,
I was just maybe hoping for a bit more of a bite, Deval.
mm, mm, mm. Yeah, we've had our bites. Now it's just time for the last rites.
This guy, seriously, Deval. Um, any rhyming with Conjuring? Can you do a rhyme with the Conjuring?
Conjuring.
Yeah,
No, I can't think of anything. We're on the spot, man.
come
Gonna
on,
leave
man.
people. I mean, everyone's left wondering. I mean, you know.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And also, part of this whole thing is the curse of La Llorona as well. That's part of that whole
Yeah,
universe as
that
well.
is. Yes,
That's
yes,
all
yes, yeah,
connected.
yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
So
We'll
yeah.
see what happens. Do you reckon? Well, I reckon we probably will get another one.
Of in the universe, you mean? Yeah, 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 yeah. Look
Yeah.
at it. It's printing money, man. It's printing money. How can they not want to print like 40 million to like 200? Who wouldn't want to do
Yeah,
that?
I know. I know. This is the budget on this one is 55 mil.
Yeah,
Duval.
okay. Probably because the actors want more money. I reckon bigger
Mm.
salaries, maybe even a percentage of the box office. I wouldn't put that past them, but I think yeah, more salaries. So that probably takes it up a bit. Yeah,
Interesting. All right.
yeah,
Okay, we're gonna leave you there.
decent.
And yeah, go check it. If you do watch this movie, go check it out.
Mm,
Tag us at the Flixters. Let us know what you think. Is it your best Conjuring movie? Is it a decent horror movie for you, or is it just kind of some of the same?
mm.
Now, Devout, what's coming up next for us? We've got some.
Next,
We should do. We should maybe speak if we've got time next week to do the. Do you remember we saw that Vanessa Kirby movie?
which film? Oh yes, that one. The night always comes or something, or
Yeah, we
the
could have a
long
look at
night
that
or
one.
something like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm down
I'm
with that.
pretty
I'm
sure
down with
there's
that.
something. Yeah, and there's something
Mm.
else out. There's got to be some other big movie coming
Well,
out
we've
in
done
cinema.
the long walk already because we saw that
Yes,
early, and then one battle after another comes out on the
yes.
26th of September. So that's a bit later. Him is the 19th of September. Him is
Okay.
the American football kind of weird horror kind of film.
Yeah.
That's coming out soon. And then yeah, that's the rest of them is in October. Spinal Tap Part 2 is out on the 12th of
Mm,
September.
yeah.
So yeah, so we've got a few. Maybe there's some online stuff we can watch, some Netflix and stuff we can watch next week as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it really.
All right, cool. Keep it low with the Flixters, folks, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, till next time. Peace out.